The next topic we're going to discuss is the decision type that I like to call safe or bold play. You get this decision type in all areas of the game. There's always these little decisions where are you going to make a bold play that's trying to maximize our fundamental principles but has some risk to it? Or do you just want to make a safe and ugly play that's not particularly desirable, but you have to do it because the risk is too great? Let's look at some examples and see what the deciding factors are if you can make a bold or a safe play. Let's begin with this position. So as you can see, I've already established full freedom. In that sense, I have the advantage in this position. You have your back checkers split, and you've already started to develop some structure over here on your front position. And now you have a 5-4 to play. So the big question is, do you anchor up or do you stay split? That's the question. Well, anchoring up is certainly safer because now you're not going to get attacked. But it's also a little bit undesirable because you're giving up all of this contact zone behind the anchor where I can just dump checkers behind without leaving any shots. So actually, you could categorize this as a safe or bold play decision. So what is the deciding factor when we determine whether to make a bold or safe play? Whoever has the stronger home board in terms of how many points made has an advantage in a hitting exchange, and therefore he can afford to play more bold, while the player who's outboarded, who has fewer home board points, and who is at a disadvantage in the hitting contest, should play more safe. So here, because you have me outboarded, you have a 2-point board, I have a 1-point board, you should not make a safe play. You're the one with the inner board advantage, so you should make a bold play. Play what is desirable. And it's certainly not this play here, right? It's much better to play something like this and like that. Or you could also play it slightly less flexible like this, a little bit inferior. But what you don't want to do is to play this. The position allows you to play bold and desirable. You don't have to play safe here. Now, let's have a look at a variation here, where let's say that I have what should we say? Something like this, right? Now I have the stronger home board. To stay split here is a lot more dangerous than in the previous position. I have you outboarded. So here you shouldn't make a bold play and stay split. It's too dangerous. You might lose a gammon if you do. So here the right play is to anchor up and just play a holding game from your 20 point. And then you play the 5 down or something like that. So you see the difference? We are using the inner boards and compare them relatively. Who has more points in the inner boards? Whoever has more points has an advantage in the hitting contest, should play more boldly and aggressively. Whoever is outboarded should play more safe. So in this case, you should play safe. Anchor up, safe play. Let's do one more quiz position here with the safe or bold play dilemma. So now we're back in the middle game. You already escaped one of your back checkers, which is nice. You have the 5-point made, which is a little bit better than my 3-point. I'm still stuck with 2 checkers down here. And you have a 3-2 to play. So how to play the 3-2? First, we can eliminate the moves that contain this. It's just not the right idea to step up under the gun here because I'm going to be attacking you here, hitting loose, trying to keep you primed and then to fill out the points here. We fight for the key points early in the game. So you don't want to do that. So what else can you do? Well, you have a safe play, which is this one. And you have a bold play, which is bringing 2 blots down like this. So you can see the bold play is more desirable, right? Because we are optimizing checker utilization, flexibility, and also purity because we're aiming for the pure points here in our prime. Playing safe is a little bit less desirable because it's more stiff, less flexible, and therefore less chance of improving your position next turn. Again, we look at the inner board strength. Are the inner boards indicating that you should make a safe play here? No, not really, because it's equal, right? You have a two-point board, I have a 2-point board. So it's not that you should play safe. You can go ahead and make the bold play. It's okay, right? No need to play safe. Okay, what about this variation? What if we took 2 checkers from my midpoint and put them down here in my 5-point? Oh, that makes a difference because now you're outboarded. Now it's a little bit too big to go for this play. You can still do it, it's not a big mistake, but it's a little bit big. Because now you can get hit with 6-3, that's 2 shots, 6-4, 2 more shots, and double 3. That's 5 shots out of 36. And that's a little bit painful when you're outboarded. Also, I might start blitz attacking with a 5. And if I do that, these slots are liabilities because you can come out or I can come out and pick them up and put more men on the bar. So here the best play is just to play safe. Just play it like this. Minimize risk and play it safe because you're outboarded. So the safe or bold play decision idea here, it shouldn't be taken to the extreme because of course there are cases where you're just too desperate. You know, if you don't make a bold play, you will just lose, right? So you have to make a bold play despite being outboarded. So let's have a look at this example here. You are trapped on an anchor. You haven't really developed your front position too much. You even have a blot here. All I have to do is take this little checker and get it around to my side of the board, and then I will probably just win easily in the race. You've just rolled a 6-2. You could play it safe with something like 2 first and then 6, but then I'm just gonna run home, right? And then you will lose the game. So this is exactly that category that I was just talking about. You're desperate here. You have to hit, otherwise you will just lose. So the right play is to hit with a 6, and we could minimize shots a little bit by just playing safe here, putting it up to the 5-point. That's the best play. Yes, you leave 12 shots from the bar, but at least you have a fighting chance to keep this guy trapped. You're not gonna let me come home easily. So when you're sufficiently desperate, well, you need to play bold. You need to go for the win. Otherwise, you just accept to lose, right? So this is a position that shows exactly that.